Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your September monthlies. We're going to do these by elements this month, but each sign will have a time-stamped message in the comments. We're going to go in the order of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they will be time-stamped for each sign. So let's see what we've got going on for Cancer for September. All right, Cancer, we're going to start with the Zodiac Moon deck, and we're going to see what your focal point is. And then we're going to do a Celtic cross in order to get your month ahead spread. So what do we need to see for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Moon in Leo, 17, heroism. It's time to let your inner hero out. All right, you're going to have some mighty big shoes to fill. And remember, like they say in the Spider-Man movies, with big responsibility, or something about with great power comes great responsibility. There we go. I knew it would come to me. It just takes a second, right? That sometimers is kicking in. Sometimes I remember, and sometimes it's like the train fell off the tracks. It happens. So, where in your life do you need to be your own hero? Remember, not all superheroes wear capes. Sometimes they're plain clothed people just like you and me. And I feel like there's going to be an instance in your life in the month of September that you've got to be the hero. So, whether that's rescuing yourself from something or maybe sticking up for the underdog somewhere, you get to be the hero of your own story this month. All right. What do we need to know for the present moment for Cancer? All right. Somewhere in your life, it's time to shift your perspective. It's time to see things differently. It's time to address the issue at hand and to realize there is still something to salvage if you shift your perspective. So can you? Can you see things differently? Can you see that not everything is negative no matter what you're going through? Can you find the silver lining and see things in a positive light? That's something that's going to be a huge deal for you this month. Your challenge this month is trusting and listening to your intuition. She's very, they're giving me the words studious. She's somebody who's very well read, somebody who is quite intelligent. She's really tapped into the spiritual realms, and there's this mystery around her. But I feel like there's also this instance that we need to trust our instincts more, and maybe we haven't been this far. So I feel like that's something that we have to address, right? Why wouldn't we listen to our instincts when we know that they're there to protect us? They're there to keep us safe. There's this hidden wisdom, there's this mystery. And I feel like you could be maybe tapping into like your Akashic records. Maybe you're going to meditate more. There's a lot of this mysterious energy that surrounds you, and that's your challenge, to tap into that and to really learn more from your subconscious mind, your intuition, your higher self, whatever you give that. But I feel like this is an important lesson that you really do need to follow those things. And of course you do, right? You're a water sign, you're very intuitive. You should already know some of these things are coming. All right, your subconscious mind. Are you able to have fun? I feel like you've kind of lost that carefree sense of adventure. Maybe you need to kind of branch out a little bit this month and have a little bit more fun. When was the last time that you played like a child? When was the last time that you like danced in the rain or colored in a coloring book or, watched cartoons or ate your favorite snack, sat in your PJs all day? What are some things that you like to do that would make you feel like a carefree child again? Life can get really heavy for a lot of us really quickly. And so we get bogged down by society and demands on our time and work and family and all these things. When was the last time that you just said fuck it to all of that and lived a little bit and had some fun? I feel like that's something that you need to do, and your subconscious is trying to tell you you can't keep burning the candle at both ends. At some point, you've got to say no to the things that you don't want to do for a short while, and you've got to actually go towards some things that bring you some actual enjoyment. So remember to have some fun this month. In your past energy, we have strength. Somewhere in your life, you've had to be extremely strong for a very long time, and I'm feeling a lot of emotions bubbling to the surface, and they're not my own. So I feel like whatever this was, it could have been a great loss for you in your life. Could have been like you lost a partner, a parent, something like that, a child. But I feel like what's coming to the surface is that there is this incredible strength that you have within you. You've overcome so many challenges and you've been so strong for so long. sometimes we need a break and we need to be able to have like our emotions be able to come to the surface. We need to be able to honor that we want to be taken care of as well. We don't always want to have to be the strong one in the situation. So that could be something that you're working towards as well, is really letting go of having to be the strong one in a situation and being okay to be vulnerable and to allow that to come to future, or your future is the Fool in reverse. So I feel like in your near future, you're really contemplating a move forward and you're hesitating. So why are you hesitating? What's going on with you that you feel like you can't take a leap forward? Is it your confidence has taken a hit? Is it you feel afraid of the outcome? What is happening to hold you back? Because I feel like it's an important lesson for you to know that you need to take action at certain times. And if there's hesitation, there's got to be a reason for it. Don't listen to your ego. You need to squash that little bugger and be like, no, I listen to intuition. The High Priestess is your challenge card. So are you listening to naysayers? Are you listening to ego? Or are you listening to the divine energy that is our unconscious and our intuition? All right, in your near future, well, if you're not already attached, you could be meeting somebody that it leads to commitment, or you could be rekindling something in an existing long term relationship or a marriage. I feel like this is your soulmate. I always see the Two of Cups as soulmate energy. So, whoever this happens to be in your life, I feel like they bring you that love and contentment that you've been longing for. And so, if that's not in your life, know that this is something that is coming. All right. We have our internal influence. I don't know why I can't say that word today. Internal influence, the Hierophant. So definitely being with maybe a Taurus. It could also be that, marriage is something that's influencing you at this time. Maybe you have a partnership that's kind of influencing you. I feel like this is also your spiritual path, and that there are a lot of changes that are coming in for you. So I feel like you need to embrace those changes in your spiritual world. It's knowledge, it's expansion, it's ascension, it's learning, it's growth, it's progress forward. So those are positive changes. Very stubborn energy, though. I feel like you have a lot to learn still. We're all kind of babies in the grand scheme of things when it comes to the spiritual world. And so I feel like we always have more to learn before we leave this earth. The Ten of Wands is something that is your external influence. You've got a lot of demands on your time right now. You might feel really overwhelmed, really burdened. And part of it is a sense of duty, right? So maybe it's like, family, kids, work, whatever. Maybe it's all of it and it's all just kind of falling on top of you. So I want you to make sure that self-love and self-care is being practiced in your world in the month of September, because it's going to change things for the better for you. So don't give 100% of you to everyone else. You'll be depleted. You can give small doses of yourself to people and reserve most of what you've done for yourself to keep it to yourself. You only have so much energy in the day to get things done, right? So don't deplete yourself by working yourself to the bone. All right, your hopes and fears. We have a wish fulfillment coming in. Maybe it's for somebody that, you get to spend forever with. Maybe it's for new opportunities. Maybe it's for letting go and closing chapters. Maybe it's for healing. Whatever this wish fulfillment is, it's going to happen in divine timing. So it can't be rushed. It will come exactly when it is supposed to. But I feel like you've had to be strong for long enough. And so something's going to change for the better. The divine's not going to let you keep sacrificing unnoticed. So they will bring in something to actually reward all your hard work. And your outcome is the Hanged Man. This tells me that it is self-imposed restriction. So you've got to shift your perspective and see things more clearly in order to actually transform the situation. For some of you, it's hesitation, right? We have the Fool in reverse. So I feel like this is telling you that you really have to be objective, remove the emotions, listen to your intuition, and be willing to try new things. Be willing to have fun again. Step out of that comfort zone and go towards the things that bring you happiness. For some of you, it's a partnership that's going to help you to do that. For others of you, it's somebody brand new that's going to help kind of spark those visions for you, those creative juices flowing, and really bring you that love and that commitment that you've longed for. That's what we have for Cancer. Hopefully my mic didn't cut out in the Cancer reading. If it did, my apologies. Please let me know. I'll try and listen back to this before we go any further. But Pisces, let's see what we've got going on for you. Been having nothing but technical difficulties with electronics here over Mercury in retrograde. Thankfully, by the time this airs, you guys will be out of Mercury in retrograde. But for right now, we're definitely having some issues with that. So my apologies. If it didn't work, I'll have to redo the message. It is what it is. Okay, so let's see what our central focus is for my Pisces. What's going on for you? Ooh, Moon in Capricorn, 22, accomplishments. Scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement. So while it's not the most fun to have to keep climbing up those mountains and dealing with challenges left and right, it's something you're capable of doing. I have hiccups for confirmation every time. So I feel like Pisces, what's going to happen for you is that you are clearly climbing. You're going towards some sort of goal or achievement. They're telling me the view from the top will be worth it. So as hard as this challenge might be to keep going, when you want to give up, when you're not seeing the reward, you're not seeing the payoff for all that hard work, keep going. Keep going towards your dreams and your goals because it will be worth it. You are going towards some sort of accomplishment in the month of September. I love that. All right, we're going to do a Celtic cross spread for all the readings for the month of September. So let's see what our present Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus all apply. Take what fits, leave the rest. What is Pisces' present issue? There we are. Okay, so we're no longer confused in a situation. Pisces, are we finally trusting our instincts and intuition? Of course you are, right? You're the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. There's something that has happened. There's been some sort of falling out. There's been some sort of discord, some sort of issue here. And I feel like the clarity has come. And so that being said, I feel like there's this instance where Pisces, you really do just need to kind of sometimes seclude yourself and go within. Why? Well, because you tend to do your best work from the shadows. Pisces are not the ones who always want to be like out in the public eye. They're somebody who really enjoys their quiet and solitude, and they tend to do their best work that way. So I feel like whatever this obstacle is in your life at the present moment, that you get the truth or the clarity in order to either maneuver, they're giving me the word pivot, and go in a different direction so that this isn't going to stop you from achieving your goals and accomplishments. Interesting. Your challenge this month is to overcome heartbreak, pain, grief, and loss. To really heal, you first must address the issues. So, whatever the issue is, have you been lied to? Have you been cheated on? Has somebody backstabbed you? Has somebody betrayed you? Have you been dealing with grief, loss, and mourning? Those are all really heavy negative emotions. Sometimes we need that solitude in order to process how we actually feel. Pisces typically are empaths, and so they tend to feel everybody else's energy around them as well. So we need to disconnect from time to time and focus on our own energy. And your focus, your challenge, is to work on healing. And I feel like that's going to be a challenge for you in the regards to, it's not an easy aspect to heal from, especially if it's grief. Grief is a different timetable for everything. You know, it's like you can't tell somebody who lost their spouse, their partner, you can't tell them, oh well, it's been a few weeks, you should be over it. That's not how that works. So remember that if it's grief that you're dealing with, there is no timeline for that. You're going to need to take as long as you need in order to heal. But if it's something else that you've been holding on to for years, like let's say you have this really nasty breakup with an ex and it really did a number on you, ask yourself at your core, are you holding on to those things that are holding you back from where you really want to be, your dreams, your goals, your accomplishments? Because I feel like for some of you, there is a deep-rooted pain that needs to be healed in the month of September. All right, your subconscious. We have the King of Wands. I feel like you have somebody coming in that desperately wants your attention, and I would say desperately. I feel like this person is going to they're showing me something in my mind of somebody like turning over rocks. So no rock left unturned is what Spirit's saying. That this person will find a way to contact you, to see you. They want to be in your energy. And I feel like this person's also going to help you to heal. I feel like they also have some healing of their own to do as well. But I do feel like this person is like really a go-getter, somebody who's a doer. They are passionate, they are driven, they are outspoken. They're somebody who isn't afraid to burn bridges to get to the next level of where they want to be. And so if they desire to be in your energy, they're going to try. You might put up some walls. I don't think they're going to stand. Every fire sign I've ever met is like, they're showing me, what is that? The Kool-Aid Man, the old commercials where he busts through the wall. It's like, here I am, bitches, I'm coming for you. So I get the sense that you're dealing with a fire sign who's like, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to win you over. And there's a song they're playing in my head. I'm gonna love you until you hate me. So that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. So you got a lot of challenges to face in the month of September already, and we're 3 cards in, Pisces. So let's see what else we have going on. All right. So I feel like in your past energy, we have there was this great love in your life. And I feel like whoever this person was really understood you in a way that nobody else has. And so I feel like you're kind of looking for that type of love in a different form. And so what I mean by that is, while it's fun and exciting to date new people, at your core, Pisces, you know exactly what you want and what you're looking for. So please don't settle. Know that it is possible for somebody who's nurturing, who's romantic, who is devoted to you, to come in and really give you the world. And I feel like that is coming for you. But you have to be patient. You also have to heal from these things that have created a lot of scars and wounds in your life. So I feel like that's something that you are actually trying to work on. All right, what you're walking away in the near future. Your future tells us that something is ending. Something may have already ended by the time that you see this. I feel like it's collateral damage at this point. And so, in order to actually move forward towards your dreams, goals, and accomplishments, we have to address the elephant in the room. What isn't working? What has not worked this far? And what do you need to cut out of your life? The dead weight, right? You've got to get rid of it. So if you've exhausted all options in this situation, the only thing left for you to do at this point is to cut your losses and go in a new direction. And for some of you, I feel like it's going to be solo. You need to be solo for this new person to come in anyway, right? So don't fear the change, embrace the change. I feel like that's something that all of us sometimes need to realize, that we're holding on to things that aren't good for us. The good stuff can't come in, right? We don't have the energetic space for it. All right, your near future. Pisces, this is your energy. It's time to trust your intuition. Are there some things in your life that you're ignoring? Are you listening to what Spirit is trying to tell you? Because I feel like if you're not, that's something that's also holding up all these blessings from coming in. So there's some deeper study. There's some inner work that definitely is needed. Again, in the solitude and the silence is where you're going to grow the most. So I feel like there is potentially 2 new partnerships that could be coming in. I feel like you're also leaving something that's not working. I get like they're showing me a triangle. So there might be a love triangle. You might have multiple options. I also get the sense that, you know, you're very desirable at this moment. And I feel like Pisces, you have no idea. You don't even realize that these people, you know, admire you or want to date you, or, you know, spicy time. Like, there's a lot of people, these eyes, they're watching you, and these people desire your attention, they desire your affection. So be prepared, Pisces. You might have a very full social calendar in the month of September, and I feel like that could be a welcome change. It could also be something where you're like, no, I just don't want to be alone. So however it fits, Pisces, you will figure it out. Listen to that intuition. All right, your internal influence this month. You definitely need to trust your intuition and see the facts and figures for what they are in order to make a clear decision. Again, I feel like it really has to do with love, but you are at a crossroads, and so you will need to actually make a choice of what you want to do going forward. Remember that indecision is still a choice, right? If you're choosing not to choose. But I do think that there is going to be some fierce competition with like they're telling me competitors, that people are competing for your affection. And so I do feel like you will have to actually make a decision. And sometimes we choose to just be alone, and that's okay too. But you're going to have to tell these people if you're not interested, because one of them I feel like is coming to like knock on your door and just like not disappear. So you're going to have to really figure out what it is that you want. All right, your external influence. Judgment being out here tells us there's some sort of divine intervention that's occurring in the month of September. It could be to help us get to this goal and accomplishment. It could be to level the playing field and deal out karma where things have been imbalanced. I do feel like this is also potentially a court case or a decision that's pending finality. And this will be the only decision that can be reached at the end of it, because it is what is just and fair. It might not work out in everybody's favor, but it is upright, so it looks like it works out in yours. All right, in your hopes and fears, my dear Pisces, you have abundance that is tracking you down. I feel like this is karmically owed to you. You've paid your dues. You've been doing the work. If you've been doing the work, this is telling you that this is generational wealth. You will not have to worry for your future. This will bless you and future generations. It could be an inheritance. It could be a lottery win. For some, I feel like this could be that you're joining forces in like a loving relationship with somebody who's very wealthy and powerful. And so they desire commitment from somebody who is not after them for their monetary gain. And Pisces, that would be you. So I feel like there's a lot of benefits coming to you, but I feel like you have to first make that choice of who do you choose and what do you want? Because without that choice, where do you go? Your outcome is the 5 of Coins. So we are going to have a lot of improvements, a lot of recovery in the month of September. Financially speaking, there's a lot of blessings that are coming in. You have the 5 and the 10 of Pentacles. So great improvements are coming. You won't have to live in lack anymore if you've been living in lack. Things are changing for the better. It's also telling us that we're going through a period of recovery. Your challenge this month was healing from heartbreak and pain. So we are finally going to heal. Things are finally starting to change for the Pisces. So embrace those changes. Know that you're going towards some sort of accomplishment, but you first must scale that mountain. Have a great month. Scorpios, let's see what's going on for you in the month of September. We're going to pull an oracle for your focus of the month, and then we're going to do a Celtic cross for your spread. All right, you have Moon in Taurus, 14, self-esteem and personal growth. I feel like Spirit is trying to build us up after the world has kind of broken us down. There's lots of pearls of wisdom that might be coming to you. Maybe you start to see things in a new light. I feel like you really need to start seeing yourself in a new light, that maybe you need to start seeing how wonderful and beautifully made that you are and embrace those things. And so if there's a lot of negative self-talk, Spirit is saying that they really do want you to stop that and instead replace it with words of affirmation or some sort of daily focus that is positive. And when you feel that doubt and that self-hatred coming to the surface, because let's face it, we all have it for something, you need to flip the script and you need to transmute that energy into something positive. Remember, your thoughts create things, so you want to keep that battlefield nice and clear of landmines this month. All right, Scorpio, what is your present moment for the month of September? Overthinking? Of course it is, right? So we've got to learn to get out of our head, out of our own way, and really see things differently. And I feel like that can be a big challenge, right? Because when we're in the thick of it, whatever the situation is, it's like there's too much going on in our mind, right? So overthinking can definitely be an obstacle this month. So at the present moment, you might feel really stuck or trapped in a situation, and Spirit wants you to see that you have a solution, that you aren't actually trapped, and that you can transform the situation into something much better. But we first have to let go of the worry, the doubt, the fear, and the overthinking. Your challenge this month is the Page of Coins. So it's time to start planning or setting some goals for your future. What do you wish to achieve? I feel like for some of you, you feel either inadequate or incapable of something. And Spirit wants you to know that nothing is impossible if you're willing to do the hard work that's required to get you there. Part of that comes from like owning your own shit and realizing that you are strong enough to achieve these things. You're smart enough, you can do the work, and so you have to put forth the effort behind it in order to get there. So that's going to be a challenge for you as well. So plan some short-term goals, some medium-term goals, and some long-term goals. And after the Mercury in retrograde ends on August the 27th, the first like week or two of September is still going to be a little bit because we've got the shadow period, but about mid-September would be a great time to start implementing some of these goals that you are creating over the next couple of weeks. Your subconscious this month is the 10 of Wands in the reverse. This is excellent. So I feel like your subconscious is giving you a way out of maybe this heavy burden or these things that have held you down, these things that have burdened you that you've carried for some time. So please trust your instincts and intuition. They're going to be giving you some advice. You just need to implement it. And that might be the challenge for you as well. Your past energy. All right, so we do have a wish fulfillment coming in. I feel like you kind of had manifested some things and then given up hope that it was coming in. And ironically, that seems to always be how once you detach from whatever it is that you desire, that it starts to actually come in. So while it might have been something you wanted a long time ago, I feel like now it's going to start energetically coming in for you. Interesting. Your future. All right. It could be love coming in for you. Maybe you're reconnecting with a mother figure as well. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to nurture the things that you want to grow and learn to trust your instincts and your intuition. Remember that the Queen of Cups is seen as very motherly, very nurturing, somebody who would give you the shirt off their back. They're also a fierce protector of those they love. So I feel like this is somebody that's in your corner, somebody that's willing to help you. It could be a parent, it could be a partner. I do feel like this person is somebody that you can trust and rely on. And there's somebody who understands you because it's also water energy. So, like at the depths of your soul, this person understands who and what you are. All right, your near future, we have the Knight of Cups. So I think, or Knight of Coins, excuse me. This is somebody that could be bringing you a new job offer. Potentially you're applying for new employment. You could be moving, traveling, relocating, but you're moving to greener pastures. So things are improving instead of like staying stuck and stagnant. They are going forward. So this could also be a wish fulfillment that's coming in. Again, I feel like planning and setting those goals are what's going to be the key for you to actually be successful in this month. So start with that self-esteem and build that up so you have some confidence and you don't feel less than. You want to feel adequate or to meet or exceed expectations. Your internal influence this month is justice. I like this and I don't. I feel like this helps you to balance things out, but at the same time, you could be facing battles with like legal issues, courts, contracts, things like that. It does look like it goes in your favor, which is good. I feel like sometimes that being the internal influence, it's like, again, the mind, air sign, Libra energy. So you could be dealing with some things that internally you're kind of struggling with a decision. We've got to find the balance. That's what's going to be key for you. Your external influence. Money improvements are coming. So while you might be in a current place of lack or worry, know that recovery is coming. You could also be blocking somebody, leaving them out in the cold. I feel like this person will start to miss your energy, but at the same time, I feel like you've got to do what you've got to do for the balance to be restored. And I also feel like this is an indication that if you've been struggling with some sort of like injury, illness, surgery, that there is recovery there as well. All right, your hopes and dreams. We have the Knight of Cups. You might be making a love offer to someone and someone could be making one to you, however it fits. But I do feel like you are hopeful that there is somebody out there for you. There's somebody for everybody. I'm a firm believer in that. I also feel like you fear connection with somebody. So ask yourself why. Is there unhealed aspects? Is this a wish fulfillment that's coming in that kind of takes you by surprise that maybe you forgot, oh shoot, I manifested that? Maybe you did it even unconsciously and didn't realize it. Your outcome is that you are faced with a decision in the month of September. So you will have to decide some things that you want to keep and some things that you want to go. Some of that is negative self talk and feeling trapped and working on your self esteem. Some of that is being open to new love aspects coming in, and some of it is changing in your job sector. So you're going to have a busy month. Get some rest while you can. Have a great month of September. We'll see you soon.